Hey, look at you, Sporty Spice.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. What
Jim looked
happened to
great.
my friend Jim?
Jim Norton, he's eating better and going to the gym.
Going to the gym, eating better.
And he's seeing a stylist.
Yes.
No, it's just really like a $15 shirt.
Oh.
And more
good.
hair, but the hair's coming off.
Yeah, he grew the hair in for something we don't know.
It's very sweet.
Oh, thank you.
I think you should keep growing the hair, I'm thinking.
No.
You just should.
no.
You just should.
It's gotten a lot of good feedback, though.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
not so much. Not so much.
Not at all.
We got to introduce Lewis Black. It's been,
yeah.
How long has it been, Lewis?
It's been a while.
A couple of years?
Yeah.
No, we've known you 16 years?
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right from the beginning when we came to New York, 98.
Yes. Wow. I was so pissed they took you off Real Radio that I never recovered.
Were we too?
Yeah.
Talk about bullshit on a stick.
We still haven't recovered. We're still trying to get back to where we were. You know that, right?
Who gets the money for the ads? Do they?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know how this works.
How does that work?
I really don't know how this
let
works.
me pay you
We're like
to listen to a radio.
Right.
That I'm paying you fucking for so that you can run an ad. Fuck you.
Right. How about this?
What balls?
You right?
How about this one? We don't even know how many people we talk to. We've been at this almost 10 years on satellite.
They never
we have
really
no
tell
idea.
us. They never tell us.
We'll
We don't
ask,
know.
and they'll go, that's within the ballpark.
Couple.
Are you serious?
We have no idea.
There's a whole world of, you're holding the phone that'll, the information comes back instantaneously.
Instantly.
Right. They don't want to tell us.
They know.
I assume we're doing well because they keep, giving us contracts, but...
Well, maybe there's maybe they just don't, maybe they really can't, maybe they can't read the numbers.
They just don't know.
Maybe they're number illiterate. They look, what is that?
I don't know.
I think if they told us how many people were listening, we would run away. I think as far as individual shows go, no show is doing as well as they think they are.
Yeah.
And I mean every single show on this platform. That's what I think it's all about. Because we're used to, millions of listeners when we're syndicated across the country.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Who knows?
Lewis was telling us about Joel McHale and the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah,
you had the same feeling we did.
He's walking. He's gonna get it. He sounded so chipper and upbeat. I wanted to race down the hall and go. It's literally like that moment. You go, God, it's going to be a great day, and then you walk in the street and a bus hits you.
Now, you've done one of these.
I did the Congressional, which is
similar.
Is less on the radar. This thing
is.
Oh, this thing's out of. Plus, it's out of fuck control now.
Yes.
It used to be you'd go do it. And they'd show it on C-SPAN, and that's nice. Now it's like they critique you. Then, well, they let you down, and boy, he was funnier, and what she was, and it's like a group of I'd have no desire to even be in the room.
Right.
It's a creepy fucking room.
Was the president there when you did it, or no?
No, here was what was the great part of that is that, which was so funny, and was that he was supposed to be there, but the Pope died.
Oh.
And so he had to leave, because I was like going, then I'm going to turn to my right, and there'll be the president, and then it'll be George Bush will be there, and so instead it was Cheney, which is worse.
Oh shit!
but no matter also playing the DC audience, in and of itself, is they're in a fucking bubble, so you're walking into their goddamn bubble, and there is no oxygen for you.
Right.
So you go in there, and they're looking at you like, oh, that's kind of funny. We know what funny is.
Oh boy!
It's a giant like corporate Christmas party where everybody knows each other and they have their inside jokes and references.
It must
and you
be
have to
difficult. It must be difficult to come up with material so inside for them when they know everything about everybody in that room.
And plus, it's I'll tell you the last one who was good at it, really, in terms of that kind. It was Will fucking Rogers.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, seriously.
That's going back away.
But he was, if you go back, seriously, you go back and listen to him, it was bam, 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 and he could knock both sides and pull it off because he really, and nail them, and in a fashion I can't even imagine doing.
Right.
And he actually, when things got so shitty, imagine this, things were so shitty and we were like on the verge of the complete meltdown under Hoover. You know, the Great Depression is like 8 minutes away. And they had Will Rogers open for the president on the radio.
Oh. Wow.
They had to get Will to open for them. Because it was kind of like, you know, and it's actually, you can go on YouTube and see it.
What year is this?
This is like 1926, 27, 28, 20.
That's what it all sounded like. Wait.
It does. That's exactly what it sounds.
We gotta listen to it for like 1 minute or something. If we can find it on YouTube.
Was there an audience, a studio audience, or was it just in the
No,
radio?
he was just, I don't know how he did it either, but I mean, no, there was no audience, and he was just talking, and then he brought up the president, you know, and listening, he seems to be a nice fella. It's not like he's trying. He's trying. Well, I mean, Rogers came out of Oklahoma. He was really kind of a piece of, it was really an amazing.
Tutorial that was done by photographer James Abbey.
Oh, no, this is...
That's
the history of him.
Oh, my God.
That'll put you to bed.
All right, well,
That'll put
Sam.
you to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, your job is on the line now.
Wow.
What is it called?
Screwing this up.
What would it be called online?
Will Rogers introduces President Hoover. That's all.
I just put Hoover.
Exactly. Will Rogers Hoover. See him
and then they'll just in with a vacuum, his dick in a vacuum cleaner. Thank you. Oh, it's good to be home. I just had to do Morning Joe. You have no idea how happy I am to be here.
Right. Morning Joe.
We'll see ya.
Oh, yeah.
What? They did like 5 minutes with you over there?
Yeah. But they got out that it was important to get this thing out about
your epic special.
You're doing an epic special.
Yes. That's important. But what really is important, I'm doing a benefit for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation on Monday. And
nice.
You're a charitable man, you are.
Yeah, and it's a big show. So, and I'm trying to sell the last few. We got tickets.
Where's it at?
Left to sell. Rose Hall at Lincoln Center, the Jazz at Lincoln Center.
Oh, wow, nice. Fancy.
I basically, I've been working with them for 18 years, and I really said, okay, I'm going to do this, which is also the dumbest thing I've ever done, because I'm in a sense producing it, and I am really the last person you're going to ask to come in to produce something. So I'm literally, as you well know, I'm in total panic most of the time. Then add actual real pressure. I'm in panic about nothing, and now I've got, holy fuck, are these fuckers going to show up? Where's the film? So I went out and I got it's Jon Stewart will be there, and Whoopi Goldberg will be there, and Joy Behar will be there, and I got footage though. I mean, I got funny footage from Meryl Streep, Will Ferrell, Stephen is doing something, Colbert, and Robin Williams, and so it's kind of
really
it's
keeping the old teeter-totter tilting toward the left on this one, aren't they?
No, they're not really. It's I can't imagine it's going to be left.
Yeah.
It's I'm serious. None of them. Will Ferrell did something that's extremely funny. It's got nothing to do with anything. And Robin Williams. Robin literally was talking as if he had no idea what I sent to him to do. And the only sad thing, which will break your heart, Jim, and because I was so close and we couldn't get somebody. I had Christopher Walken.
Oh shit!
And I couldn't get him. I couldn't get the film crew to him.
Why?
Because who's producing the show, Jim?
Where was he? L.A. and the film crew? What?
No, we couldn't get. A crew to shoot him to get stuff back. So.
Yeah, because they're not hireable.
You know?
Oh, boy, Lewis. I could do my impression. I do an amazing walk-in.
I know you do an amazing walk-in. Well, why don't you just fucking do it? And we'll put it...
Oh, it's Lewis. Oh, Black. Oh.
No, because we had literally, they basically... Chris doesn't have, to his credit, any a cell phone. He doesn't have a computer. He has a home phone.
Oh, shit.
How do you survive?
In a message machine.
Wow.
And when we
Old
finally
school.
were able, and I was putting together a whole bunch of stuff, and when we finally tracked him down, we had like a 24-hour time frame, and it was impossible. There was nobody out there that you could just, plus you need somebody to go out there. You just can't send a film crew out. And what I really wanted was I just wanted Chris to do, when we would sit around, when I did this movie with him, he would tell jokes, and that's all I wanted him to do was tell jokes. It's just fucking funny listening to Christopher Walken tell a joke, because he does those pauses, and all of that.
Jimmy so eloquently did. During his impression.
I do a good Walken.
You do a good one.
Thank you.
Do you do a good Walken telling a joke?
Yeah, if you wanted. I mean, I could give
I
you
don't
one.
know if you would like to.
Why not?
Don't want to pressure you or anything.
What's a good joke to tell? I don't tell jokes.
No, neither. But the two America's least joke tellers.
How awful is it when someone says, "Tell me a joke"? I'm like, I don't do this for a living. I guess.
I never know.
Those stock jokes.
I do. I don't have any.
No.
I took Mickey Rooney was here one time. So I met him and his Cloverfield wife, and who jumped into the photo and wrecked it. And someone told him I'm a comedian, and he goes, "Give me a joke." And I'm like, I'm like,
old school guys.
Did he give him a joke though?
No, I told him, look, I'm too dirty. You wouldn't like my jokes.
Right.
And that's when he lectured me on being clean.
He berated Jimmy basically.
Yeah,
the
he's
whole
like,
way.
you got to be clean. His dumb little finger. You got to be clean. Fuck you.
Well, he got his.
He sure did. Jesus. But I mean, I realized I don't have that kind of material.
And I just got I just got on that fucking Twitter. Why I look at that thing? I just got a thing.
Twitter's not good for you.
Got a thing that just said as I'm walking down the hallway, just because a guy uses dirty words doesn't make him funny. First off, using the word dirty word is a tip off to
You're an asshole.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't make him funny.
What a tool.
Yeah, I mean, just using clean words doesn't make you funny either.
That's true.
I know.
I know plenty of people are clean that aren't funny people.
Yeah.
Right. And then, but I love that there's that whole group. I mean, that kind of get done because they are clean.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but he's a clean comic. Like that we're like, how the fuck clean? What? We're in the 21st fucking century. At what point do these words lose any value? I mean, seriously, these words, fuck means more than peace.
Yes.
As a word.
Yes.
Peace is like a meaningless piece of shit, but fuck! Oh, no! Oh, no, fuck! It's incredible.
Aren't we getting a little crazy about what words you can say and not say in this country?
And what you can say.
And what you can say, completely taken with no bearing on context whatsoever. It's really gotten insane. It's gotten to the point where we were talking about it once, like that whole, over the years you heard 1984, oh, Big Brother's watching. And now it's just, we realize Big Brother is just all of us. We're ratting ourselves out.
Right.
It's not this big government entity.
Boy, is that ever true.
It's people with cell phones. The second something happens, everyone pulls their phone out and starts recording it and then putting it on this massive intelligence spreader that people could just see your mistakes,
intelligence,
your foibles, I don't
know if it's an intelligence spreader.
Well, it's I
understand your point.
I meant like intelligence, like information,
right.
Stuff like that,
spreading the info.
So it's like there was always that fear that the government cameras would be watching you, and you'd be at work and they're watching you and watch what you say, and then it just turned out no, you give enough people phones with cameras on it, and we'll just rat each other out.
Well, it's like it's kind of funny because that's what you really nailed it, and then it's like what used to be the Russian mentality,
right? Yes,
it was completely the Russian mentality. That my next door neighbor has 2 extra bagels.
Yes. Maybe. I heard them talking to someone last night. He was saying things against the Kremlin. That's exactly what it is. Now, you say something, it's like, oh, look, I got my neighbor dropping the N-bomb.
Yeah.
So let me show his boss. I'll put it on Twitter. I'll put it on
Facebook.
And then his life is destroyed And he wasn't even out in public saying.
And the rules keep changing. It's like certain words are but then it's like, well, no, you have to refer to trans people as this, and you have to refer. And if you're not 100% up on the lingo, even if your intention isn't to be awful, you still got to come out and go, "Whoa, hey guys, sorry." It's really
the one that shocks me is tranny. They don't want to be called trannies.
No.
I don't know why. That one amazed me.
I don't know why.
I like that.
Right? It's fun. It's fun sounding.
Really?
It's not a violent
don't like
word.
the word tranny.
They
idea.
They equate it
because I think every group wants that their word that they don't want anyone else say.
They equate it to sexualizing,
I guess,
them. So it's like that's a porn word. That's like saying slut. A woman is a slut. A transgendered person's a tranny. It's
it's that E because people don't. I don't like to be called Jewy.
That's true.
That's kind of a fun word.
That's a good point, Jewy. Louis is Jewy.
A little Jewy.
But that's fun, though, that one. Come on, Louis.
That's funny.
Jewy is great. That sounds Jewy. It sounds like something you get at the movie theater when you're going in at the snack bar. Really. I'll have a box of Jewies. We're just in this weird place where it's so dangerous to talk. And everyone talks about, it's 2014. At least now we can have an open and honest discussion about, and then race or homophobia or this or that. And then the second you open your mouth, you're a racist or homophobic or misogynistic. It's like, what happened to the open discussion? Yeah. Well, as long as you say what I agree with.
Right.
Yeah, as you toe the line.
With that said, what do you think of Donald Sterling there, Louis?
Well, it's always good. You know what I really like?
It's always good.
But I mean,
really...
the privacy thing, though, man. There's no way
weird issue.
He knew he was being taped.
Well, there's no. I don't even know if he knows he's walking around. You see that guy? If you look at him, it's like kind of like
81.
He's just a. It's like a. It's like what you did with the Will Rogers thing. He's like a. It's like looking at a radio built in 1946. I mean,
and don't be taking your Negroes to my games.
And expecting to hear HD. Yeah, that's the problem.
But
of course he thinks this way. He's 81 years old.
He's 81 years old. He doesn't even know what day it is.
Yeah.
And
being rich and at that age, you really don't have to know anything.
They've basically, it isn't like, these guys are coming on the TV. Well, a bunch of them knew. Elgin Baylor, who is like, not like a paragon of like we're not talking a Black Panther here. We're talking Elgin Baylor. Right. Kind of went, I got to sue you. I mean, he sues him years ago.
Yep.
See, nobody watches. They don't watch. It's like, and it's that whole thing, as long as it's not, as soon as the word got out, then the NBA goes, oh, wait a minute, yeah, well, now we got to get him. But what, you didn't know?
They all knew.
They knew. They knew.
Everyone knew
a
what this guy
reputation
was
out
about.
there.
After 3 martinis at a party, imagine what came out of his mouth.
That's what we said.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's why we're the owners really, no one's really coming out, other owners, and saying anything. Because we think they're all in the same boat.
Yeah, right.
There's probably, did they tape me? Because I said a few things.
Yeah, I know. But they're in the middle. I mean, partly, he should have been thinking somewhat. They're in the middle of some sort of suit or something, or the wife is suing. I mean, it's like, plus, it's that whole thing of, what money buys you. Uh-huh. Money bought him. It's kind of like, well, we can't really lose, well, then we're going to lose a team in the market,
right.
Because they don't have a football team, so they can support 2 basketball teams. So let's keep that jackass there. He can take a shit wherever he wants as long as he puts a few bucks down. It's incredible.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because they all knew. They all knew.
Yeah, and now the other thing too, from dealing with it now, over the years, this fucking news cycle. I've heard enough. Can we move on? That's enough of that story. What's he going to say at 1 o'clock? What's the commissioner going to say? Who gives a shit?
I want to hear more about the Malaysian air flight.
Well, yeah. CNN's been...
I don't think they've done enough coverage on that.
CNN, I now say in the act, and it started because that Malaysian thing was really, it was just getting to the point of, like, because it was breaking news. Every day it was breaking. It was just that I believe you watch CNN to get a sense of what it's like when you have a stroke. That's what's in your brain. It's just this repetition of the same thing over and over.
They're so slow moving over there.
And then they were back
nothing
again
new to
today.
report. Well, I guess what the cockpit recordings. Cockpit.
They had voice recordings of the pilots from air traffic control.
They
released that today.
Yeah.
Why was that a big secret?
They had the transcripts of what they said, and that's been out since day one.
Yeah.
The best thing that CNN has done so far, they had so much success with that guy in the flight simulator. They just kept putting him in various situations.
Right.
And the guy, he actually had a line like, we're going to show what happens when a plane runs out of gas. Well, I don't think you need a simulator for that.
Exactly. You fucking park the thing and hike.
And here's the other thing I love, considering the amount that I fly, is to have that repeated every morning.
Oh, yeah.
Because what I like to do is get on a plane and go through every scenario about how I might get fucked. Who's going to snap? I don't give a shit what happens. I don't. How did this become the most fucking important plane that's ever been flown? I can see going after Amelia Earhart. She's fucking trying from some shit.
She was a national treasure.
This is 3 days of that would have been sufficient.
Right.
But day after day, and now I'm getting on a plane. Are we going to fly over a body of water? What's going to happen?
Yeah. CNN was using that simulator every day, and then
I love this.
That ferry sank off of Korea.
Oh yeah, of course.
They put someone in a ship simulator. They did, which, by the way, not as snappy, quick, and fun as a plane simulator. It's like, tune back in 2 hours, and we'll show you this listing 10 degrees to port.
Yeah. And lift this button, it goes boom.
Yeah. It's not as exciting and sexy as a plane simulator. They're on a boat, there's the fake ocean out there, and they're like, this is the point where the boats stop the engines. It was the most boring newscast.
Wow.
And it went
funny.
on and on and on.
Where do you find one of those even?
I don't even know. But I guess the guy that was piloting the simulator got fired. The boat simulator.
Oh.
No, because I guess he wasn't showing up for his real job.
Why would you if you're going to be on CNN every day?
CNN, what do you need to do? A loop?
Hoping to make that transition to reality TV, the boat simulators.
He's the guy.
What was his real job?
Doing the simulator, like taking pilots through various scenarios.
So wasn't he kind of doing his job?
Yeah, wasn't he helping the company a little bit?
He probably never mentioned the company. If he mentioned the company, he would have been all right.
He was showing up late. He was not, he was so dedicated to doing that CNN simulator thing. I guess it's a lot more fun that way. What do you want to do now? Oh, well, what if the pilot would have wanted to do a triple loop and fly upside down for... All right. He was having a lot of fun in that...
But and then
Absolutely.
the other thing with the Malaysian thing is how many planes have disappeared and nobody looked for them, or they looked for nobody. We didn't know about any. I didn't know, and I didn't need to know.
Who needed to know?
I don't need
We
to
all
know.
feel so bad, but guaranteed, if you had to sit next to any one of the people on that plane, you'd hate them. Everyone's like, "Oh, the poor people." It's like, yeah, sit on a plane, look around you, and how many people would you really care if they drop dead?
Yeah, exactly. The ones that, especially the ones that come in and go. My favorite is sitting on a plane is watching somebody come in and then look at every number on the thing, like that all of a sudden 37 is going to miraculously appear in the first 5 rows.
You could have a general idea if you're at the front of the plane, the middle of the plane, or the back of the plane.
Yeah, and then
general idea based on the number.
getting the stuff up. It's like literally, it's there should be a test before you get on.
There should, you know what? I'm always putting my stuff in the overhead and going, I want to go, time! Like a fucking rodeo, like I just roped something, tied up a calf. Time! Like that's how you do it.
Well, how hard is it to throw a neck pillow and Mein Kampf in the overhead? Damn, Jimmy.
That's fucking funny.
Good.
That's funny.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Didn't you miss us, Louis?
Show, yeah.
People are futzing all the time. They're futzing with
What have you been
their
doing with
stuff.
your life since we last saw you? Anything fun besides doing comedy?
No, it's just I do it and then I do it some more and then I,
Gig to gig
You're all
to
over
gig.
the place.
You're going to Europe. I'm looking at Lewis's
Yeah.
schedule, man. You're going to be in Chicago, Vegas, and then you go to Kilkenny, Ireland, and then Belgium, Norway. Like you're all over.
Wow.
Yeah. I've got three. I got this. Is my favorite is because they're going, and I'm going by myself. I said, they said, you want to take some? I know I don't want to take an opening. No, I just want to do this on my own, so I actually experience fucking something.
Oh, you haven't been there.
I've been to some of those places. I mean, I've been to a few, but I'm in Norway. I've never been. My brother lived in Norway, but I never got there. And 3 cities in Norway, 3 Norwegian comics opened for me.
Oh, wow.
Who don't speak English. So how good is that?
Wow.
Whatever, however it sounds.
And the audience obviously is, I hope they'd be multilingual.
Well, we'll find out. It's going to be it's kind of, I did Sweden once, and most of them really kind of got it. And the weirdest thing in Sweden was this kid coming up, a Swedish kid who'd been following me for years on, tracking.
Jimmy's Swedish.
Swedish. And,
T. With a T.
with a tattoo of me on his leg.
Wow.
Yeah, and not like hanging around and wanting to, just can I get a picture? Okay, great.
Wow.
Thanks. It was
That's
like
some dedication.
crazy. I'm sitting there. What's the matter with you?
Well, at least Lewis, if you're going to go to see a comedian in another country, at least go to see one who's really easy to understand. I can't wait to watch the Norwegians trying to do what? What did the man say?
Do you like take in some of the local sights when you're there? Or you're just batting down in the hotel.
No, I'm going to. Part of the reason, I kind of wanted to wander around.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity. They wanted to do it, but we'll see what the ticket sales
Will you draw
are.
over there, or you don't know? Because here you draw amazingly well.
No, I've got Belgium's drawing, and Amsterdam and Rotterdam are drawing, and then I've got a place. There's Bergen, Norway. There's about 50 people. So
Bergen,
I have no
Norway.
idea.
Burr said the same thing though. Bill went over, and I heard he was smart though. He handed out some DVDs just for free to give people like something to pass around.
Right.
And then the next time back, because he was so funny, that he drew a lot more people.
Right.
So the first time I guess in a place, you got to take the hit a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you done England?
I've done England only a few times. Have you?
Never been there.
I don't really like playing England. I like playing Ireland because they kind of got
Got a hard on.
They got a kind of a stick up their ass.
Yeah,
That kind of thing, or that little.
Is he doing a Shaq selfie there?
Louis Black, is it? Yes.
I find the Irish and the Scottish to be more, and I think a lot of it was, the first time I played there like 25 years ago. They got a place, the Comedy Store or something in London.
Yeah.
So I went to play there, and I come on stage, and they're yelling, literally within, they just like to bear bait. It's like, fuck you. And it was kind of like, and they just started yelling, and then I had like, and finally once I played the first night, the second night I came out and I said, listen, you pieces of shit, here's the deal. I don't know what you think that we've got that you don't have. You had it. And you blew it. And now we've got it. And if you pay any fucking attention at all, you'll know that we're blowing it. Yeah. So that you're the turd that went down the goddamn toilet first. Why don't you look up and watch the turd that's following you?
Wow.
But I had to do that to calm those fucks
calm them
down.
What were they yelling at you?
Fuck you, American piece of shit. That's not funny. All of this stuff. They just yell shit.
Wow.
I had guys.
Brutal.
I had these. One night, halfway through the act, and they drink. They don't hold it well. Not like the Irish. God damn it, not like the Irish.
They can drink.
And they say they're tossing it back, and these Welsh guys start yelling shit at me. Now they're incomprehensible.
Yeah,
they're
that's
yelling,
a wacky language.
That's
right
a
there.
wacky, and I just finally went, and I paused, and I went, holy shit. I said, I have no idea what you're saying, but I do realize now, I used to think it was Wales, the home of Richard Burton and Dylan Thomas and all of many great...
Tom Jones.
Yes. And I said, and now I realize you're just the Alabama of England.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Did it get a laugh?
Yeah, it actually, because the rest of the crowd then, came on my side and started telling these guys to shut up. But it's like, and I played there about 5 years ago, but it's just not as much fun as Ireland and Scotland.
Ireland.
Were they the same 5 years ago?
We were in it was like, I was kind of known at that point, but it was still kind of, it just wasn't as, I just don't like London that much either.
Wow.
I'm just kind of it's never appealed to me, much like Los Angeles. It's never appealed. But they're really, but I've worked with a bunch of funny fucking Brits.
Yeah.
They're really some funny fucking guys. I mean, Will Oliver, for fucking sake. I worked with him years ago. And I went,
John Oliver?
Huh?
John Oliver?
Yeah.
Who's Will
John-
Oliver?
Huh?
Did you say John Oliver?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you said Will Oliver.
Yeah. Oh, and Will Oliver, who's his retarded brother. Now the flip. Oh, no, he said retarded. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
We call it the R word.
Yes.
We have to put an
please.
initial.
Yes.
That's what we can only use one letter.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everyone knows what the word means. You play it out in your head.
Yeah.
So you might as well just be saying it.
Yeah, I know. A woman says she's an RN. You're like, oh, don't talk that way about yourself.
Oh my God. But it's such a, it's like funny because
Yes, Jimmy. Yes, Jim.
It's a nurse joke.
Yes, it is, Jimmy.
I love it.
We got Alabama checking in because of you now, Lois. Kyle in Alabama.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Lewis, first of all, I enjoy your work, and I've seen you a couple of times. My daughter has enjoyed the ride to daycare because all she said this whole time is Mr. E.
Mm-hmm. That's
and
funny.
I know for all, he's Mr. E on Scooby Doo. Are y'all planning on doing another season, or are you?
I don't know. They haven't been in touch. They're talking about it. But I haven't heard anything. They don't keep me in their loop.
Wait.
Yeah.
My kid watches Scooby Doo all the time.
Yeah.
Now I got to listen for your voice.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
You didn't hear it pop up?
No.
You're too busy masturbating. Kids watching TV, I'll touch myself.
That's like
I had no idea you were part of Scooby Doo. That's pretty damn cool.
It's like the Dice commercial where he's the hamster in the cage. You see that one?
Yeah.
You can't just put words together. Good.
Right.
And I saw that commercial a couple of times, and until somebody said,
You didn't make the
hey,
connection?
Did you see that? Nothing.
Oh, that's
Nothing.
funny.
Now
So
you just
weird.
did it for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
And you're all over the New York State Lottery commercial.
Those things are hilarious,
Yeah.
Lois.
Those guys,
They're
is
funny, man.
I have to say, of all the things ever written by other people, for me, it may be the Daily Show does well, but these guys are really go a step. They really nail some stuff there. God,
Yeah. Funny.
And I just keep waiting. I said, when are they going to catch us? 'Cause
Right.
we go in there, and then we'll throw stuff around. I mean, basically, they pretty much have it, and then if they've got to shorten it, I'll go, why don't we do this and that?
Right.
And we're out of there. I mean, it's like just fun.
Yeah. Wow.
And then I get, of course, emails that I'm basically destroying the underbelly of America because I'm selling them. I'm going door to door selling lottery tickets. You're the cause of
Oh, wow.
I'm the gambling problem
You
in
just
America.
can't do anything these days.
No,
without
there's
selling
nothing.
attack.
So you were saying with Twitter, like, I don't know why I look at this and the rest of social media, it really is infuriating at times, and especially when you just get on, like the first time, because you don't know how to handle it. Now, me and Jimmy were just talking before, and Opie, obviously, about blocking. We just block the shit out of people.
Yeah,
now.
you do. You have
like
to.
that. But it used to be this 140 character at a clip argument that would go back and forth, and like, why bother now?
And people don't realize what dicks they like. There's times where people disagree with me, and I try not to. Like some guy this morning, after our discussion about the race and journey, he goes, "Wow, you ruined that discussion with nonsense." So I was like, I wrote him some little private message and I just blocked him. I was like, fuck him. But then I see that he tweets, Jim Norton's going to block me for politely disagreeing with him. It's like, hey, stupid, that's not politely disagreeing. If you said, like, I don't agree with that, but you didn't say that.
No.
Maybe people don't realize their tone when they write.
Right.
But that's like if you're talking to someone and they go, "Oh, fuck you." What? I just disagree with you. What do you want me to do with that?
Saying fuck you.
Yeah, so I unblocked him. I did unblock him, but still.
But he knows he wasn't being polite.
Of course he knows that.
Yeah. And then plus, it's 140 characters where you can really nuance is so strong.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's unbelievable.
Sometimes you try to make your point, and you gotta capture what they said, so that takes up some of the letters.
This was one of my favorites. Was that I put on a Twitter that there was a day in which they announced that 180,000. There were 180 million guns in America. There was a gun for every adult. I respond because I have so few fucking jokes at 140. No. I respond with, it apparently there's a gun for every adult in America. I don't have one. Who has mine? And I immediately got, good. You son of a bitch, you're trying to take away my gun. I was like, really? What do you think? It was a secret message?
That's a funny line.
It's a funny line.
Funny joke. Sometimes
and all of a sudden,
funny.
I know, and I just went, son of a bitch. I wrote a joke. I wrote a 140.
Listen, you liberal cocksucker, you.
That's just funny. God, people
gotta lighten up.
Back,
and you know what? And sometimes you diffuse him by writing back. So I wrote back to him. I have you ever seen me at your house? Have I ever shown up to ask for a gun from you? I don't think so. And he went, I can't believe you wrote back to me.
Oh, yeah.
And then it stops them completely. All of a sudden, you've completely disarmed them with charm.
Don't disarm, see? Trying to disarm us. Your agenda.
Do you do a voice for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
My son watches that show, too.
Yeah.
Wow, I got to start listening for Louis Black.
Good ears, though.
Horrible ears.
And I can't think of what the name of my character is because I haven't done it in a while.
You do movies, too? Animations? Which ones have you done?
I did one recently called Rock fucking Guitar Hero. Rock fuck here fuck. It has, I don't know. I don't know the fucking name of it. Rock because it's such a strange name.
An actual movie coming out?
Yeah, it's going to be. There's some time, but I got to meet Sam Elliott, which just about made my day. You know,
Sam Elliott.
Yeah, he was
I wouldn't say that was a ringing endorsement of your love of Sam Elliott. It just about made my day.
Just about, almost did. Felt slightly short.
If it wasn't for craft services being delicious, Sam Elliott would have been a highlight of that afternoon.
You got a picture?
No, I'm always like, it always happens like when I'm about halfway away from the place. Oh, fucking idiot.
Should have gotten a picture.
So you still get excited meeting other celebrities. That's cool.
Well, that was great.
But it's rare, right?
It is that I get excited.
Yeah, like someone where you go, wow, cool.
Yeah, but him is like he was.
Why
like,
him?
He's because I just think he's legendary in the Big Lebowski.
Right,
and plus his voice is so archetypical American voice. It's that voice of he's the guy you want in charge of shit.
The beef commercials.
Yeah,
beef. It's what's for dinner. Yeah, it is. He's right.
Right. But cartoon wise,
pretty simple.
I'm doing, which is pretty extraordinary. I'm doing a Pixar movie.
Whoa, there you go.
And that's pretty big.
Some of that Pixar money, nice.
We'll see. We'll see how much. Yeah, we'll see. It's not rolling in, but working with them is unfucking-leavable.
Yeah,
they've managed to situate themselves outside of Berkeley. They're like up past San Francisco. They got this. It's this big, fucking nice campus, and then they got in touch with me in 2012. The movie will come out and they're 70% finished with it, and it comes out in July 2015. Wow. And this is really extraordinary, was that, which you never see humility from out there. They sent me, a whole package with pictures of what the basic rough sketches and what the thing was about and da-da-da-da. You may not have heard of us, But we were Pixar. We sent along a book to show you the ones and to give you an idea of some of the films we've done, and we really would hope that you would work with us on this project.
Can I jump in here and take my take? That is false humility. They knew goddamn well you knew who they were. That's like De Niro introducing himself and going, maybe you've seen my work, and then handing you the fucking Godfather 2.
But as opposed to what they could send, hey, we're Pixar, and we'll put our finger really hard up your ass. How would you like that? So to me, it was kind of, I know exactly what you mean, but it's that other thing.
It was a nice way they approached it.
They approached it at least, and they are great to work with. They really are.
Who do you play? Or what do you play?
This is perfect. I play the voice of anger inside a 12-year-old girl's head.
Oh.
So I can make my transition to tranny.
Hey,
we come back around.
That's that language.
It's a winner.
We got Dan in Pennsylvania. We got Lewis Black in studio. Dan.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
I just want to thank Lewis for giving me a way to explain that I don't like NASCAR to people. I'm Jewish. It wasn't on the menu growing up.
That wasn't on the menu. Not many Jewish NASCAR fans. You're right. No. Or drivers.
Thanks, boys. Much now.
All right, Dan.
I'm a life changer.
Yes, you are. Let's go to James in Ohio. James.
Yeah, hi. I wanted to ask Lewis if in today's society, with as brash as he is, if he were to go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner now, would he be able to get away with saying things to Obama like, I know he can't call him a communist cocksucker or anything like that, but can he do anything like say, hey, this socialistic communism thing isn't quite working out and shit?
Well said.
Consequences?
No, I couldn't.
Would be the answer.
I can't. No, I wouldn't be able to do that. And God, he's. I just did. I've been doing this show. He's not a Obama socialist. I mean, it's so fucking ludicrous. And I know this because I am, and he never shows up at our weenie roast.
No,
all seven of us are there. Jesus fuck. Talk about the most ineffectual group of people on the goddamn in this country are socialists.
Yeah, socialists.
Well, I mean, it used to be kind of a force up until the 50s, even through the 50s, early 60s.
Well, that Soviet Union kind of put a kibosh on the word socialist.
Well, not really, because it's a big fuck difference between communism and socialism. Yeah. Big fucking difference. Socialism, the problem with communism is there's a group that is going to be on top, and they're going to fuck you hard. Socialism is all of you standing around in a meeting fucking each other hard. So there's more of a level playing field. And I don't understand the attack on socialism is kind of, to me, stupid in the sense that the way they always kind of attack it. Well, you're going to take money to do this. You're taking money to do nice things. So don't attack it that way. Just attack it from the fact that the reason it's like going to a co-op board meeting over and over every fucking day. What's the carpeting going to be like? And everybody's getting, is the carpeting good for the blind person? And it goes on for decades.
That sounds like a chore.
It is a chore.
Wow.
Yeah, dictatorship, best way to go.
Yeah.
One guy making
decisions. Or a woman, or a tranny.
The best option, by the way. To be honest.
We do have to break. Lewis, you have anywhere to go, or are you going to hang with us?
No, I'm going to hang because we got...
all right, good.
Lewis and I are doing Epic's promos
We're
together.
doing promos. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not together, but one after the other.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and Jim's, you can go to Epic's now here if you got Time Warner and see Jim's specials, which was great.
Yes.
Because I hadn't had a chance to see them.
And yours is coming out May 2nd, which is what, this Saturday?
This Friday.
Friday on Epic's HD. Cool. You got Lewis Black live at the Borgata. It's called Old Yeller.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis Black, Old Yeller, live at the Borgata. Okay, got it.
How was it shooting there?
It was good. It was
right?
really good, and they're great.
Yeah.
And it's a great room, that room. So I liked it.
And the benefit, please.
The benefit is LewisBlackCFF.com. It's at Rose Hall. The Jazz at Lincoln Center starts at 7 o'clock on Monday, and we've still got tickets. And the tickets are pricey, and they start at $85, but it's an intimate room, and the money goes to helping us fucking find a cure. So I don't want to hear why you charge so much, because we're trying to raise money.
We're trying to cure something
because we're doing it, and basically it's one of those orphan diseases, or what do they call it? It's not a lot of people, but
right.
But they've done incredible work.
I was going to ask you, where are we at with cystic fibrosis?
When I started 18 years ago, the life expectancy was 18 years old.
Right.
And now it's 41.
Wow.
And 4% have been cured.
Wow, really?
Either with one pill. And now they're working. They've got a second pill, and they believe that we'll move it up a little more once the second pill.
One pill has cured 4%. How, and why isn't it working with the other people?
Because it's different genetic.
Okay.
It's a minor glitch in each one. So there's a certain amount of group that has it this way, this way, this way.
Tricky little disease.
It's a bitch of a little disease, but
completely cured by taking this pill.
I mean, they don't go through any of the shit that they don't show any of the signs.
Wow,
and a huge difference in their lives, and cystic fibrosis it does something that is really kind of smart, which is it's entrepreneurial medicine in a sense. What they do is they collect the money, and then they go to like Pfizer, the hoo-has, and go, we want you to work on this pill. We're going to give you X amount of dollars. You want to do it, and they basically fund their own research.
So let's get in on that stock.
Don't think I don't ask it every time I'm with them.
Profit.
Who are we giving money to this week?
With all the work you're doing for that, the least they could do is slip you a little piece of paper and say,
"Oh my God, a little insider trading." Sure.
Here's 3 little letters you might want to know about. Can you imagine?
Unbelievable. What a way to go.
You say that the ticket's expensive, but please do the lineup again, because that'll get people buying.
Jon Stewart will be there live on stage. Whoopi Goldberg live on stage. Joy Behar. Kathleen Madigan will be there. We've got, I'll be there. I've got Meryl Streep opens the show on this film that I dance on stage to. There's Will Ferrell and Stephen Colbert on film, and there's
Robin Williams, I think you said earlier.
Robin Williams.
Nice.
And maybe J.B. Smoove if everything works, if we can get his video in time.
But no Christopher Walken.
But I am going to call him today to see if he's at home yet from the movie.
Make sure you're not calling Jim by accident, because he's a dead ringer.
Yeah. Oh, 2 Jews walk into a bar. Oh. They own it like they do the media. Oh.
We're going to call Christopher Walken on Louis Black's